Welcome back to my holy home kitchen. And while I'm preparing products for the market on Saturday and the upcoming holiday markets, I have been doing what I normally do, experimenting with recipes. So yesterday I was inspired by a lentil chip recipe, but it was way too many steps for me. I mean, they started with the dried lentils. And I am going to start with the leftover lentils I already had made, and we had enough lentil soup for a couple days and still very fresh. And I happen to make this with the yogurt whey from my earlier videos, saying that you can use that liquid whey in your beans. And so what I'm doing today, I am experimenting with that lentil chip recipe that I saw from scratch. But all you need to know is that if you've got a big pot of lentils that you got tired of eating and before they go bad, already seasoned, already cooked, and I put it in my Vitamix and pretty much mashed it up. The video I saw, they were using a food processor, and it just took like too many steps. Just didn't take too long to mash it up. I just did it on slow until it reached the consistency I want. That's about it. That's how the woman in the video showed her recipe. So what I'm going to do is spread it on these, instead of parchment paper, I'm just using these silicone mats to put in the air fryer. And what she did was, I guess this is the part where I have to really pay attention to technique. She spread it so thin, like a 1/4 inch for each, and there goes my air fryer ready to start. So I am going to spread these on, pop them in the air fryer, and wait. I might have to take it out, score it, and put it back in, but I'll consider it successful if they come out as crispy as hers looked, and I think they're going to be even tastier because my lentils were already seasoned with everything I could possibly want. So that's part of what I'm doing today, and I will add the rest of the video later. Okay, so while I'm waiting to see what my lentil chip experiment is going to do in the air fryer, I've got on bake for 350 degrees, and that might take a while, but I've been multitasking all day long. Did my laundry, did the house cleaning, made some pudding. I'll tell you later. I'll walk you through it. But right now, as I promised to show you how you can ferment your own veggies with the whey that we saved from the Greek yogurt. Some of it's going to go into new batches of sourdough bread, which I haven't started yet. I need to grind the flour and use it right away, but just to get you started, another such an easy way to use vegetables. These are organic, and a lot of times we just don't use them fast enough, and guess where they end up? Out there. The birds appreciate it, but I want my veggies to last a while, and it turns out fermenting is actually healthier than even steamed vegetables. So what I did, let me just point the thing here. I soaked, first I'm doing green beans today, French beans and asparagus. And this was the leftover okra, which is still very crispy and delicious. I took it out of the brine and just put it in this because I'm going to start munching on that. So that was the okra. But if you're not afraid of the okra, if you're not a fan of okra slime, then you'll want to try other veggies. So here is the red cabbage with purple onions that I had started, and it's still good. It's not gonna go bad in the refrigerator. So I soak the veggies in vinegar water first. I don't know, something about being a product of Mexico that I'm not sure I can trust, but we soak our veggies, organic or not, we just soak them. And after soaking it, put it here to drain. And I cut the asparagus in half so it would fit in my pitcher. This is going to be one for asparagus and one for the green beans. And what else? All right, well, let me keep going with my multitasking. And part of this video is going to be how to make your own mayonnaise. So while I've been still waiting for the lentil chips, here is the brine. I usually look online just to get an idea of ratios. So I just Googled how much salt to use to make brine for fermenting. And it said 3 tablespoons per quart. So since there are 2 quarts here, I used 6 tablespoons. Sounds like a lot, but I mixed it all in and I put 2 tablespoons of this, organic, no salt. So I did use it in my other brine and it was pretty tasty because it's got the red peppers and all the seasonings that you might want to add to your fermenting brine. I just tried to make it very simple this time. Remember, half of this was the milk weight. I filled it up with filtered water, the salt, and then organic, no salt seasoning. And got this much out of my package of French green beans. They're large packages, they're from Costco. So we did our bulk shopping the other day. And then this much plus some of the asparagus. I just used the flower top, the spear part in here, and the bottom in here because I cut them in half. And I still have a lot of this left. I got to get more jars. But I'm going to fill each one to the top with this. I may have to make another one, but did give it a whisk with all the mixed up in there. And fill the green bean jar. And the hardest part about this job is probably waiting for it to be ready. There are mixed reviews on things that I've watched, how long to let them set. Typically, I just go by the signs when they bubble and they're at the top, and you have to make sure it's pushed down all the way submerged. So that was about half there in the green beans. What I'm going to end up doing, because I used up all my milk whey, I'm probably going to fill this with water again and finish filling the jars. That's it for now. What do I do with my clicker? Yeah, so I ended up filling this one more time with filtered water and more of the seasoning and a little bit more salt, and filled these up all the way up to the top so that all the veggies are submerged and nothing is exposed to the air. And sometimes they say to put a weight in it. I've done that before, but it looks like this time they're going to stay. And remember my knee-high stocking trick? I've got like still the rest of that 10 pairs of knee-highs that I bought on Amazon. So I would make 20 of these. So they last a while, even if you have to discard them. I've had to throw a few away because of the holes from doing tea, and this morning I brewed my coffee. But pretty inexpensive, and they just work. So here's the asparagus bottom, the green beans, asparagus spears, and later I'm going to give you a tour to show you all the parts of the house that are useful for my holy home living. Now for the lentil chips, got to follow up. They're not bad. They're just not crispy enough, and I guess I could put them in again, but part of it is already burnt. Would I do it again? Probably not. But I mean, I'll still eat them, and I'll just chop up what I do have. I didn't use all of the lentils, so the rest went in there, and it actually tastes better as a dip. So maybe I'll use these to dip into the lentil dip. I don't know. But it was just a follow-up. This is going to be my favorite part of the video. I don't know if you can tell, it got dark outside and I haven't eaten all day except for a little jello I made earlier with some yogurt. But this is why I wanted to save this for last. I had roasted chicken the other night, we did, and this is what was left, and I really wanted to have a sourdough sandwich with chicken salad. And I don't have any more mayonnaise, and I don't buy mayonnaise. The last time I did this, I made it myself with this immersion blender, and I put a lot of spices in it. This time, I'd like to keep it more simple so that you might want to make it too, just nice and simple. Everything in this jar: 1 egg, 1 cup of olive oil, half a teaspoon salt, and as most of you know, I tend to use pink Himalayan all the time, and about a tablespoon of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, or a bottle concentrate. Immersion blender. Let's see if it works like the last time for me. I'm not going to keep running this because I'm going to make it a little bit thicker, but I'm just showing you how easy it is to make a jar of mayonnaise on the spot. Perfect. Maybe just a little bit more salt for me. This is kind of like a day in the life of the Holy Home life and what I do from beginning to end, especially when I am busy in the kitchen all day long. So, have you heard the theory that when you make your bed early in the morning or the first thing in the morning, it sets your day up for success? Well, I get laughed at a lot. Dawn thinks I'm OCD, but I do see the point in doing this first thing in the morning because I get more energy for the rest of the things that I need to do during the daytime. Let's start on this side. This morning I started another pot of Greek yogurt, well, yogurt, and it'll be Greek yogurt, and I did a whole gallon's worth, so you should have seen that video by now. Could have, would have. And then I took you through the process of me fermenting these vegetables, and I keep them here off the kitchen counter because these are going to be out for a few days while they are fermenting and showing signs of bubbling. Yes, the asparagus and the green beans. And then, well, this isn't all in the same order, but I did get a lot done. Here is another, I tripled my recipe on the sourdough. So, and I actually added a little bit more moisture to it. So I'm gonna let this ferment longer, like overnight. See if that makes a difference. And then my new pride and joy, the set I got at Costco yesterday. It's so heavy. It's a heavy-duty Dutch oven. That's what I'm gonna try making loaves of sourdough bread in this week. And I'm getting things ready for the market. There's a sandwich I've been waiting all day to eat, and I'm still waiting, but just taking you through. And I did get another sourdough starter started, and I made the mayonnaise. This is what color it's supposed to be. It's like, well, that's from the olive oil and egg, but it tastes really good. And then of course I made a pot of beans to get ready for tomorrow. So when the Greek yogurt comes in here, when the yogurt pot goes in here, this is going to be for the Instapot black beans that I prepared and soaking. Then I did some, like 5 of these puddings that I'm using my Java ice cream that hasn't sold and it's too cold for ice cream. So I'm using that now in my recipes for Jello pudding. And yeah, there it is. Oh, I also get these ready too. My DUA concentrate. It's an elixir, or it can make pictures of this. It's yummy. Apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, beetroot powder, and ginger powder. And busy, busy, busy. What a busy day. But this is how I do things. And then tomorrow I'll relax. Maybe I'll have a friend come over and we'll visit. Well, my funny honey is making money at another market. And I enjoyed making this video. I enjoy sharing whatever things I picked up along the way that could make your kitchen adventures a lot easier and more doable. And now to my sandwich. I am going to eat it without you looking at me. See me in the next video.